Starting next year, the state will take more money out of your paycheck. A new law called the Washington Cares Fund requires Washington workers to have a plan for long-term care.
Money from your paycheck can either go into the state's new Washington Cares Fund, or you can opt out and buy private insurance. But it's not as simple as it sounds. Caitlin Knapp is navigating you through this confusing process and has what you need to know.
On January 1st, the state will take a small percentage of your paycheck for this fund that you can take out later if you need long-term care. So if you make $40,000 a year, for example, you'll pay just over $19 a month into this fund. You can opt out and buy your own insurance, but that's hard to do with the deadline to buy insurance on November 1st. And there's a lot to consider before you make this choice for your family.
The Washington Cares Fund may have caught people off guard.
It's not a huge tax, but it is. It's, every dollar matters.
Whether you make $20,000 or six figures, the state says you need to have a long-term care plan. But if you want the state to take care of that plan, it will cost you. For example, if you make $35,000 a year, you'll pay $16.92 a month, or $203 a year.
It goes into a fund that's for long-term care, and all of us, our children and grandchildren, will be drawing from that fund.
But what if you don't want to pay the tax? You'll need to buy private insurance by November 1st, which may not be easy to find. Many insurance companies got so overwhelmed, they're not taking any new applicants.
You might have one left or two left, but pretty much almost all of the companies, insurance companies, the private insurance companies have left the state of Washington now.
Financial planner Eric Christensen says many people will likely have to go with the state fund. It may be the best option for some families.
I would really believe that if you've got that lower income, that is going to be a benefit for you, and you might not be able to afford the long-term care insurance private policy anyways.
The state fund caps at $36,500 over your lifetime, and you can only use $100 a day, which likely won't cover everything if you're getting long-term care.
Even if you get a long-term care policy through an insurance company, they get so expensive now that you usually say, well, maybe we need $100 a day, and then maybe Social Security is going to kick in the rest.
If you go with the state tax, you can't take it with you if you move out of Washington, and you can't get the money right away if you need help.
People who start paying in this coming January, once they've paid in 3 years, everyone is eligible if they need care within 3 years after that.
But even then, not everyone may get the money when they want it. To qualify, you must need help doing at least 3 daily activities, like eating, going to the bathroom, and getting dressed.
And really the goal of this is to allow you to stay in your home as long as possible so that you don't have to apply for Medicaid, you don't have to move to a nursing home.
You can also use the money if you're in a nursing home. However, some people are going to be out of luck. If you plan to retire in less than 3 years, you don't qualify for the help, even if you're paying the tax. The need for long-term care may look like a distant possibility, but it's critical. 7 in 10 Washingtonians over 65 will need it.
There are a lot of important deadlines coming up. From now until December 31st of 2022, you can apply for an exemption if you plan on buying private insurance. However, you have to buy it before November 1st, so that's coming up pretty quickly. The state tax starts on January 1st, and you can be eligible for benefits in 2025.